Hey there, it's Jeannie Blaha. Take a walk with your angels and joyflames.com. So this question does come up a lot. How do you have all that stuff that you do going on, and how do you stay centered in it? Or how do you not get super angry about things that you are witnessing in the world? How do you not get just actually plowed down with it, right? So because obviously if you're here right now watching this, it's because you're connected to your spirit strongly. You already are feeling like, how do I stay super grounded in my spirituality? Because that's what we're trying to do. I mean, that's not even trying, it's what we're doing. We're bringing it here. We're standing in it, right? Again, I don't go into tries at all, because trying means you're setting yourself up to think you can't do it. So anytime you catch yourself saying, I'm going to try that, switch it and say I'm going to do that. Because again, trying is like stick the toe in and already planning for failure. Thinking I'm not gonna be able to see this through. Switch out the word try. Okay, so along those lines, how do we do this? How do we, do spiritual people get mad? Don't they ever get mad? Yes. Any person that tells you that they don't get mad, well, that's, you can check in with them, but I haven't really met anybody who's even the most deeply spiritual still get upset, right? Because something flies across and says, it's not even about a trigger necessarily. It's just, if we stop getting a feeling about something, then are we still really checked in and present? Because our natural human embodiment is to have responses to things. And if we're not, are we here? So it's just what we're going to do about it, right? So we can decide how we're going to respond. What are we going to do with that aspect that we just witnessed and we're really upset about it? Maybe it's seeing children or animals being hurt. Maybe it's seeing an area of the world getting targeted and attacked. Maybe it's seeing violence within our own country targeting our own people. So yes, of course there's upset. Of course there's things that come across. So what are the ways that we can utilize those emotions in a positive way or in a constructive way? Or what those in the quantum just call empowering, right? Just an empowering way. So we take whatever it is and we decide, I am really upset about this. This is really pissing me off. What am I going to do about it? What's my part? What can I find as solution? I'm sure you've probably seen this in some of the other videos as well. As far as if we jump out of the problem and dwelling on, I am so mad about this, and then this is, I'm exhausted. I barely have any energy to do anything. Those are all signs that the emotions are taking over and pulling the energy down, right? So it's about how we're going to respond. How can we do anything about it? If we can't do anything about it, which is never the case because we always can, or we feel that we can't do anything about it, then it's time to switch some gears, turn the rudder, and start focusing on the things that you do desire to see in the world, in your family, in your community. Because the more energy that we give to things that we do not like, is all we're doing is amping it up with our own energy. So we're adding whatever you're seeing. For example, if you're seeing something that you're thinking, gosh, that is a community that's really destructive to each other, and they have no idea. They have no idea that this is something that they are pulling all of them, each other down in whatever they're doing, right? So we could get stuck in there and say, oh my God, I can't believe it. They don't have a clue, or whatever the case is. Or you jump into, what's brought them to this point? How were they raised? Is this all they know? Because then it becomes an aspect of, don't juice it up with any more of that self-loathing that you're picking up on, that self-destruction that you're picking up on. You don't want to be giving it more energy. Instead, pull your energy out. Do your best to think about it as far as, hey, maybe there's going to be an awakening for them soon. Maybe there's going to be some kind of aha thing that happens. I'm going to send to that. That something can come out of this where there's a chance to change generations, 7 layers forward and back, based upon your not adding any more energy to all of that destruction with more destructive thought, more destructive emotion, more energy that's just not flowing. Yeah? So so that's the thing. Yes, spiritual people still get upset. And that's a huge thing that people, it's not, I guess what I would say is that a lot of times what you're going to see is people who are doing spiritual services of any kind. This includes, massage, chiropractor, wherever you're taking your spirit. It doesn't matter what career you're in, you're taking it there, hopefully. You're not having it segued or separated. there are going to be things that, because we're in this human experience yet, if we weren't, could be different, right? Then we get into full observation mode of the allness of it all, and we see from the infinite, we say, oh, everything's in divine order, okay. But while we're still in this human form, things are going to get to us. We're going to see things. And the answer isn't to give whatever that is that you are looking at that is so awful to you, maybe, or devastating, or very troublesome. And you're saying, yeah, but these people are hurting each other, or that area of the country is really distorted right now. Oh, they're so asleep. It's so asleep. All the actions being taken are so asleep. If you give more of that by complaining about it, by raging about it, all over social media, etc., then you're just adding to it that. So be careful where you put your energy and where you give your focus. And that's why a lot of people that you'll see that are super deeply involved in their spiritual service, they're not going to give that energy out to the public, and people say, well, they're kind of fluffy. They're not even facing this. Oh, don't make that judgment. Because you can't really turn off. I mean, it's not like you can turn off. And the more that you are setting your intention to be super connected to the quantum, to your guides, to your angels, to the human element of everything, your human collective, the more that you have that intention, the less you're going to be able to ignore or deny. And you don't even want to, because that's just illusion. And we don't heal in illusion. We only heal in love. That's it. So, and we have to get to the truth of the matter, right? So as long as we stand in any kind of illusion about anything, we're not going to heal. And so once you open the door, maybe the truth is super scary. And so that's why you're running into the illusion, running into the way, super asleep vibes, right? And you're there just to plant seeds. That's it. Everything else is out of your hands. That's what we're doing with each other. It's just planting some seeds. And if the door opens and you hear this big thing coming in that says, plant that seed, do. Because a while back, a few years back, I asked a Buddhist gentleman friend of mine, what in Buddhism do they do with this kind of activity? What do you do when you see a lot of deception, corruption? You see hurting, intentional hurting especially. And he said, well, in our spirituality, if we do not say anything and we do not step up, we are responsible for delaying the evolution of humanity at the speed that it could go if all of us were actually collaborating and unified in the sense of that, instead of stepping into truth with people and saying, you know what, that thing that you did, it's not going to get us anywhere. You just stole, and that's going to affect everybody, and it's pulling everything down. So make right by it, and give that money back, put that thing back on the shelf. They are very open about it, because they say, I need to be responsible for my community. I have to be owning up the fact that I am a part of this evolution with that other person. And so if we don't step up and we don't say anything and we don't fulfill that role that we've been called to, because we're all getting called, right? We are. Then we are part of the destruction. You could just call it that, the disempowering states that are around. So with that, you'll find that you have more joy and peace just in general when you step up and you have a voice and you say, you know what, I got to talk to you about this. Or if that's not at all possible and the person is not ready to hear anything, or persons, then you hand it over to those that can handle it and that are able to do something about it. And sometimes it takes legal means to have people to have that aha moment and that awakening of like, I got to do something about this. Look, I'm creating all this destruction for all of my family coming up behind me. So, yeah, that's about it. This is Jeannie from Blaha out of Colorado with Take a Walk with Your Angels and joyflames.com. Please feel free to share this video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.